So howdy everyone, welcome back to more Resident Evil 4 Remake. Blind on hardcore mode, I am the Black Shadow. So I've been playing this game for a couple hours or so now. What are my thoughts? They're more mixed than they should be. I think is the best way. I've been sitting here thinking for a few minutes. Kind of piecing together what I've seen so far and kind of trying to try and get my thoughts into some kind of order here. I think there's a couple things working against Remake. For me, on my mind at the moment, I've already talked about the fact that this is trying to remake one of the best games ever made. And when a game like RE4 came out, and the level of change that it induced upon its own industry, and how it completely redefined on its own genre, but basically set the template for almost every third-person shooter that came after it, is staggering. And for those of you guys who, maybe there might be some of you folks watching this who didn't play Resident Evil 4 when it came out. Maybe you weren't really into video game when it came out. Maybe you were too young and you were born in like 2000 or something, and so you didn't play games till like 08, 09 when stuff like Gears of War and that sort of thing was already, trucking along. You've got Resident Evil 4 Original to thank for that. And, for me who watched that transition across, seeing Resident Evil 4 completely change everything and how everything followed that is remarkable. And as I've said, it means that this game can't really emulate that. This game is not going to transform its own industry. It just can't physically do that. I think there is another problem in hand, I think, which is something I've been starting to notice anyways. The fact that this is the 4th Resident Evil game in 4 years, I believe. You've had Resident Evil 2 Remake, you've had Resident Evil 3 Remake, then you had Resident Evil Village, and now you've got Remake 4. That's a lot of Resident Evil, folks. And maybe, it's starting to suffer ever so slightly just that kind of element of just so much content. I think back to the downfall, if you will, of Resident Evil series, when Operation Raccoon City came out. And one of the things that was very noticeable for me is in the run-up to that, there had been so much Resident Evil. So many games came out. We had Revelations trucking, Resident Evil 6, obviously Operation Raccoon City. You had so many games. There's more. I haven't even able to go look it up. There's so many games in a span of like 3 or 4 years that it was just saturation. It was just too much, and people just lost interest in it. And then the series went away for a few years. Eventually, basically came back with Resident Evil 7. And I still stand by, to me, Resident Evil 7 is, to me, one of my favorite Resident Evils of all time. And I think really took the series in a new direction, completely revitalized what was, at the time, kind of a bit of a shunned product. And it's annoying for me because, I have really high standards for this game, and I can't sit here and say that I'm not enjoying it, but I just feel like I'm waiting for this game to kind of take the next step. The village section's always fun. It's always going to be, it was one of the best bits in Resident Evil 4, but with the original game, it kept you going. There was always stuff going on, the combat was always pretty tight, and the game kind of kept you on your toes. I don't feel that way so much at this moment. I'm kind of following along the game, and I'm waiting for it to kind of throw the next new big thing at me. And I don't feel it's done that yet. There's a long way to go. There's 16 chapters, but on the 3rd one. But it's something I am mindful for. I'm waiting for it to kind of really go. I want me to, at some point in the rest of this game, go, oh, wow, that's really awesome. And I've not done that yet. So, still a reserved. I don't know about you guys. Some of you, I know some of you folks are watching this. And this is the first time you've seen any of the Resident Evil, so I'm curious to know what you think of this at the moment. There might be some of you guys who have played through a bit of the game, but not too much. And who knows, maybe some of you, probably a lot of you, have played through and completely beaten this game at this point, might be looking at me sitting here and thinking, you know what, maybe he's also right, maybe he had similar things. Or maybe you're like, Shadow, once you get to chapter 7, it's the greatest game ever made. And who knows, maybe we'll find out at chapter 7. Just picked a number randomly. But that's my honest thoughts here. And I'm not going to sit here, I'm not going to gaslight you kids. I don't want to do that. I could sit here and just say, like, everything's great. And again, the game definitely feels a lot more refined, and there's a lot of little tweaks under the hood to make it more approachable for more people. I can definitely see that. I 100% get that. And you want to do that because you want to spring it up to as wide an audience as possible. But I've always believed that kind of the way Resident Evil 4 was originally, in some of its kind of idiosyncrasies, if I can pronounce that word correctly, and some of its wackiness, and the fact that the game was kind of pretty uneven at times, that was part of its charm. And the fact that the game was at times merciless, and the game would be more than prepared to just throw you right in the deep end and just beat the shit out of you. And that kept you on your toes as a game. It made you nervous to explore. It made you fascinated to see what was coming, but also scared that it was going to completely end your game. And with the saving system you had in the original RE4, it was kind of brutal at times. It made that real incredible level of tension. And that is currently what's missing for me. I don't feel tense at all about what I'm watching. Not anywhere near enough I feel I should be. The game's building. The pod is building slowly. Maybe there'll be payoff later on. But for now, it feels it's progressing. But that's about it. Alright then, should we get on some game here? I've sat here for like 5 minutes chatting about the game. But this is what I want to do. I don't have the ability to record these as I go now and kind of respond to your comments. So I have to kind of like encapsulate my thoughts as I go here. As little time capsules for later down the line. And maybe I'll look back at this end of the series and say, you know what, Shadow, you were wrong. You know, and the game really does pick up. But this is how I feel at the moment. It's fine, but I'm waiting for it to be great. It's not got there yet. Anyway, so last time, we made our way back through the village square where the freaking lighthouse clock tower thing just got tanked, which was pretty savage. We do need to still get some assistance to get through some of these areas. We'll hopefully manage it later on, but we're making our way to the church. We've done some business with the merchant. We do have our bolt thrower, which we'll go and get that shortcutted. It's kind of for double right, I think. It's kind of more a precision weapon. So I think I'm happy with that. But so this is it here. So the idea being you can use it and get him back, but it's not a very accurate weapon. And that is the problem. It's kind of based basically off the weapons that that gets used on Leon later on in the game by the cultists. And they kind of use like crossbows and stuff. So it's kind of a similar idea. And you know what? I kind of appreciate that. Let's move on then. Our health situation, by the way, still not great. I did note that I could buy a first aid from the merchant, but I am declining to do so for now. The church.
A church. I made it.
Okay. You saw nothing. Now, one thing I do want to follow on from what I said earlier, I don't want to seem like I'm just ragging on anything that's different. Because you know what? Some of the changes I do like. The parrying thing, I actually think is kind of cool. And I like it. The stealth stuff's like, fine, sure, whatever. I don't mind it. You know, there's lots of little tweaks here and there, but I don't want to... Wow. I don't want to just seem like I'm ragging on everything that's different, because there are some things that are in the game which I think are good enough improvements. And I see there's lots of little tweaks dotted about. But it needs to be more than that. We'll see what comes of the game. Anyways, let's move on here. So there are going to be obviously some treasures dotted about here, unsurprisingly. Now, the last time we came through here, as my voice kind of goes, there was a puzzle involving these various insignias. I wonder if we're going to have similar today. Oh, crows everywhere, and I kind of want to shoot a load of them. Hey, if I shoot one and get a gunpowder off of it, that's a good result. Is this open? It does.
Damn it.
Yeah, ain't getting in, buddy.
Condor 1 to Roost. The church is sealed up.
And Baby Eagle?
Negative. Nothing yet. But they sure do have this place locked up tight.
I see. I can think of one reason they'd want to do so.
Oh, she's here. That's for sure. I'll find a way in. Condor 1, out.
I think the other thing that also I want to bring up, and honestly, I don't want to just keep talking about the old game, but it's one of the things I talked about when I did the podcast. Like, whether you like it or not, this game has to be compared to the original from 2005, whatever year it was. It has to. Because this game has to run in that game's context and vice versa. To play this game, once you call this game Resident Evil 4, you have to compare this, at least in some format, to the original. If you didn't want to do that, don't call it Resident Evil 4. Call it something else. You know, and again, that's why I bring up like the fact of how groundbreaking Resident Evil 4 really was, because it's the context that this game has walked into, and it's like what it has to try to follow on and kind of make up for, you know, and that's a really big ask. So, I mean, that's one of the things as well. Thinking about, say, interesting. We'll get to there in a second. With, say, like, Resident Evil 2 Remake is a good example. Now, Resident Evil 2 Remake is a game where if you said Shadow, so I've got a friend who kind of likes video games a bit and they're getting into it. I really want to introduce them to Resident Evil. What game should I start them off with? Resident Evil 2 Remake is 100% the game to go. I think it is a fantastic way to bring people into the universe. It's a really well put together game. It bases off really nicely from an original game, which is also pretty good still. And the reason I'd say do the remake and not the original is because the original game is, you know, it's 25 years old now. It's absolutely nuts. Destroy the tombstone emblems, eh? The traitorous twins should not be allowed to rest in peace. Destroy the emblems engraved on their tombstones. Okay, I think I know who that will be. Nice. And that's the big question. Did Resident Evil 4 need a remake? And that is the question that was asked when this was first announced and released. Like, as a, you know, it sounds great. And this game, I'm sure, you know, by the end of it, I'll say this is a really well put together game and plays really well. But I can think of probably 2 other, maybe 3 other Resident Evils, which perhaps might have been, got more out of being, of having a remake of, you know, Code Veronica is one that always comes up. You know, people will talk about Resident Evil Outbreak and stuff like that. Code Veronica is the big one. A game that I think would have done better for having a remake of it. I think would have been more beneficial. Because I still think Resident Evil 4 in itself, I think still plays pretty well. Especially if you, like, you know, you just pick up Resident Evil 4 also, I think it's fine. I think these are the twins it's talking about. Yeah. Those are the ones. So that's very nice and easy. You know, and that's the thing. I look around and I see some people kind of talk a bit about, you know, does Resident Evil 4 original, you know, is it dated? I think ultimately the answer to that question is going to come to your personal opinion. I still think the game plays fine enough. I think it can definitely benefit from kind of, you know, the respecking and kind of the control scheme. It definitely feels a lot better, you know. I'm not going to say Resident Evil 4 wasn't a bit clunky. It still used kind of the old system, but even so. Well, well. Keep her locked in the church until the appointed time. That's probably not good. Well, we know she's here. Need a small key. Do not have one. A pest from the outside has come for the girl. Lock her in the church and await orders from our Lord. Until then, keep the church doors shut. The key will be held in the cave on the other side of the lake. The monster will deal with the foolish intruder.
Lake. Let's hope for no more surprises.
Good luck on that. Oh, looks like we're going down. Inventory is kind of stacked. I might put the first aid away. Just for the time being. Make a little bit more space. Could put the rifle away as well. I have got the bolt thrower. Sure, let's put the rifle away for now, and we're going to put the scope away too. We'll make a little bit of space for the time being, and we'll, who knows, we might be going fishing, kids. We might need the space. Alright then. So yeah, there's a lot of drawers, so I have to work that out later. Wait, what? Did I? Was there a way across I just completely missed? No. No, that's somewhere else. Okay. Just saw that. But yeah, if you want to listen to what I said sort of in more detail, you know, I did link it in the first video of the series, the podcast I did, the demo, and I poured my heart and soul for like 6-7 minutes talking about my honest thoughts of this game, and I would encourage you to go to that for more full details. And trying to, like, give my thoughts on that while it seemed like I'm the guy who's just bashing the game, very difficult, but I don't think anything that I said was untrue. And I think there are honest concerns to be had. You know? Lake. Alright, so across the old bridge. Huh. That kind of worked? Question mark? Let's dance, boy. Oh. Oh. Damn. Oi. Yeah, fuck you. That was an achievement for that in Resident Evil 5. He's like, that's what I make of your achievements. I'm like, brutal. No! Kick him! Kick him! Oh, shit. Wrong button. I meant to press right trigger. Right trigger. I pressed RB. Jesus. What the heck? Did you see that? That was kind of crazy. It gets stuck in the freaking desk. Oh, man. Yeah, the shotgun is... Shotgun, I reckon, is, honest to God, like one of Leon's best weapons in this game. I don't think that's a joke. I legit think it's like... It is so powerful. Fuck! Oh, man! Oh! Like, I hit it? Is it hit me? I don't know. Whatever. Remember we caught you on the grab those and sell them? Right. That's not good. Hey! Oh, there are some angry, angry people. Hey! Shit. Fuck. There's fire and hell everywhere here. Shit. Yes! She missed! So did I! Those Molotovs are nasty, man. I don't know where it's being thrown from is the problem. He's above me, but it's hard to tell. I mean, I gotta go up. Oh, shit! Damn it, Leon! There we go. Man, he does... I feel like they should be trying to get out the fire there. Just saying. Ooh, I see that treasure hanging over there. Interesting. That's gonna land down there, though. Can I get down there? I don't know. Oh, shit. Nowhere to jump. Oh, shit. That actually worked. Ah. Oh. Is that meant to be doing that? There must be a way to get this across, but I'm unsure how. Let me just equip this for a moment. I have to heal. We can make some weaponry, though. More shotgun shells is never bad.
Not looking so good.
No. Is that just a weird graphical thing? I don't want to shoot it because it's just going to fall down there and break, surely. And I don't know if I can actually get down there. I'm a little unsure. Oh, I see. It's the freaking barrel that's coming out. I'm going to leave it there for now. We can come back later. And maybe I can suss out how I'm meant to actually get that. Maybe you do go down there later. But I don't know. And I'm kind of not obliged to shoot it right now. So we'll wait. Great. It's worth remembering where those are, by the way, and remembering that you can still shoot the explosive when they're there. Huh. I wonder where that goes. What was that other challenge we got, by the way? I don't remember what that was. Not that one. The other request. Oh, yeah, the Grave Robber. Yeah, we've done that one. And that's the Vipers. Okay. Ooh, load of money. Nice.
Good luck finding someone big enough to use this thing.
You had to say it, didn't you? More blue medallions. Corridor Fish Farms, 5. Oh, it just... Oh, I see! Is the treasure map giving us this? The treasure map might be giving us the blue medallion locations, or maybe just picking up the file gives it to us instantly. Maybe it does. That's a little sad. Now, back in the original Resident Evil 4, there was a very useful little thing that you could do in these games. And now, crows have basically 1 health point. And it turned out that flash grenades technically did 1 point of damage. So you could go find a big area, throw a flash grenade, and kill everything. You gotta love that that still works. Oh boy. Bad dog. You're bad. You're bad. Stop it. No. No. Cease your activity. Jeez. Oh, you are fucked. No. You son of a bitch. Flash grenade, everyone. You're very welcome. Don't know what that achievement's for. Probably for, like, killing a load of shit. Yeah, that's the Okay. So, yeah. This area is going to be fun and games later. Can I actually get in there? I cannot. Interesting. Most interesting. Never mind. Let's continue on. Okay. Kind of like mine shafts around here. One of these shrine areas, we do not have a way of opening that, which is kind of annoying. I really, really thought the insignia key was going to be the answer to this, but as it turns out, it's not. It's kind of a pain. Oh, there's a treasure in there? Ah, there is. Ah. Sneaky. Zaribi. I don't have anything to put stuff in, do I, at the moment? No, just random stuff. Alright, cool. Need my beer stein. I miss the beer stein. Okay. So, waste shrine there. Got ourselves a merchant's up ahead. Red herb. Nice. It's a good thing that all these herbs, native to the Raccoon City area, happen to grow in this mountainous part of Europe, right? Very convenient. It's hard not to feel at home.
So that's a request done and dusted, eh? Good stuff, mate. Well, look at you, mate.
Alright, couple of spinals. Nice.
Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger.
Alright, so we won't need the headdress, and we will not need the
Ruby's all
Viper.
rubbish, it makes no difference.
Keep selling that for the
price.
request.
Well, that's our choice to make.
Blue can also go. I think the rest can stay. Yeah, looks fine.
I knew you were a go-getter.
Okay, so we only have 2 spinals, so we cannot grab either of these yet. I would like to get the Punisher at some point. That would be really
What's
useful.
that? How have we procured these curiosities? You don't want to know, mate. That
Yeah,
cash in
probably
your
right.
pocket or your life. Easy choice, mate.
That needs a little. I have no health on me. I probably have to buy the first aid.
Better to be over-prepared
I know there's one in the case, but it's in the storage, but it's fine. Let's
A
repair
well-tuned
this.
weapon. Easy work.
I don't really care about that particularly.
Anything else I can help you with?
Nah, I think we're good.
Don't get yourself killed now.
Reload that. What we got here? Instead of letting your unused guns collect dust, why not sell them and spend the extra cash for weapon grade you do use? When you sell a weapon, you get almost all the expenses you put back into it. So yeah, just the game was saying that, you know, as you start stocking up on weapon, you don't have to keep everything. You can definitely sell something. Also, by the way...
There are enough weapons here to get a party going.
I don't know what kind of parties you go to, Leon, but colour me intrigued. Now, before we go and deal with that... What?
Welcome, stranger. I believe this is your first time having a go at target practice. There's only one rule. Shoot the targets as they pop up. Simple enough, am I right? If you do well, I'll make it worth your while. Knickknacks and whatnot. Anyway, have fun, mate.
This is probably my favourite area of the game so far. Shred the pirates and shoot for the high score. Weapons and ammo are unlimited and it's all free. Tokens basing your score for a chance to win magnificent prizes. Exchange your tokens for charms, a token machine. Destroy several targets shooting explosives. Shooting a sailor will deduct your points from the score. Summons cannot be destroyed with one shot. Shoot as many shots until they break. Some conditions are met. Bonus targets will be added. I think the music's a great touch. I really love this. This is great. It's stuff like this is what made Resident Evil 4 one of the best games ever made. This game's too serious. Also... What the Oh my god, that's awesome. I love it so much. Oh man.
Targets don't just stick around forever, eh? Don't let the small fry distract you from the big fish.
Let's kick some ass.
3, 2, 1, begin!
Don't shoot the sailor.
Superb shot! That's it!
Shit.
Reload!
Decent little hang on this, by the way. Fucker! I love the music!
That's the stuff!
Oh!
And that's the game!
Yeah. It's telling, isn't it, that this is, like, by some distance, my favorite area of the game so far, and it has nothing to do with the main quest line. I don't know how troubled I should be about this.
A rifle can take out multiple targets with a single round. Rate of fire leaves a bit to be desired, though.
Yeah, that's rough. Alright, let's try this again, then. Destroy all pirates for a bonus.
3, 2, 1, begin!
Shit.
Beautiful! Reload!
Let's go this side. It's gonna be a little easier, I think.
That's the stuff. You're an
Shots!
artist, mate. That's it.
I see dudes down the back! And all the lights, it's beautiful!
That's your lot. I'll be. We got a real deadeye on our hands.
It almost makes me sad that I'm having a lot of fun here. Why have I not had this much fun playing the main game yet? Next time! Oh, you better believe.
Some of the targets are, well, particularly sturdy. One shot won't be enough for those, I'd wager.
You better believe we're staying here. I'll see you next time for, we'll call it a bonus video, shall we? Sounds good to me. I'll see you then.